Hi my fellow girly pops, welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today I really want to talk about how it's time to stop self-sabotaging yourself right before you have your breakthrough. Right before you have your breakthrough moment, everything falls into place, all the pieces come together, all the T's are crossed, all the I's are dotted. Like, let's stop self-sabotaging ourselves and let's stop stopping right before we get to the breakthrough point, okay? So the first thing that I have is to call it what it is. Like, you're just in fear. It's not about timing. It's not about, oh, this is not just the right time for me. This just isn't my season. Things just aren't working out for me. Things are just falling apart right now. And maybe after this, and maybe after I have this together, and maybe after I move here, and after I have a different job, then things will start working out for me. No, you're just like scared. And that's okay. Like, everybody's scared sometimes to like really get the ball rolling on the things that we are so passionate about and that we love so much, because what if it doesn't work out? What if we fail? What if we don't meet our potential? Like, that's one of my biggest fears, is not living up to my fullest potential, because I know I have so much to offer the world. You have so much to offer the world. So don't hold yourself back just because you're scared. Just because you're scared to try, just because you're scared to be seen failing, just because you're scared to be seen as embarrassing or someone's gonna judge you, okay? Because life is way too short to let that fear hold you back, okay? Don't let it control you. So don't stall yourself just because it's not the right moment, because there's never gonna be a right moment. There's always gonna be things going on where you're like, it's just not the right time. Like, maybe in a year from now I'll try, or maybe when I'm more confident I'll try, or maybe this, maybe that. Like, there's no right time. You're never gonna feel ready. Things are never gonna be perfect. You're never gonna feel like you have all the answers. Let it be unperfect. Let it be messy, and still go after it and still try. Okay? There's no right time. There's no right moment, and there also isn't you passing up that opportunity. It's still there for the taking. It's still there for it to be yours. It doesn't matter how many years has gone by. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter if you feel behind or you feel like now you missed your opportunity. The opportunity is still there. Open the door and take it, okay? The next one that I have is to stop quitting when things get boring. When you are doing something, when you're working towards a goal, when you're working towards a dream, you're going to have to be really repetitive. And it's going to be boring because you're doing the same things day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. And sometimes you're not going to see results for years. And you have to be okay with that. If you want it bad enough, then you will be okay with, no matter how much time is going by, that you are still working towards that goal. Even if there's nothing in your reality that's showing you that it's getting closer. Nothing in your reality that says, oh, by this month, I'm gonna get it. By next week, I'm gonna get it. There is no guarantee, but you still have to keep working towards it as if you already have it, and as if you're already embodying that person that you want to become, that thing that you want to have. Okay? You can't just, like, breakthroughs aren't going to feel so exciting. Like, the journey isn't going to feel exciting. It's not going to be fun. It's not going to be motivating all the time. You're not going to feel great all the time. You're not going to want to do it. But the end goal and that person that you want to be and that life that you want to have is worth it. Is worth all those days of you struggling to get out of bed. Is worth those days you picking yourself up when you don't feel like doing it. It's those days when it feels boring, and those days when you feel like you have to miss out on things because you have to stay disciplined. It's worth it. And if you don't want it bad enough, it's not going to happen. You have to want it, and you have to go after it. It's your responsibility. No one else is going to be able to do that for you but you. People can hype you up. People can tell you, you have this talent, use your talent. You have the skill, use this skill. But if you're not using it, if you're not doing the work, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. You can lead a horse to water, you can't make it drink. You're the horse, but you're also the person that has to make the horse drink. You're both parties. You have to do both jobs, and you have to do it every day, every week, every month, every year until you get where you want to be. That's just reality. That's just how life is. Okay? You have to really sit down with yourself and be real with yourself. How am I holding myself back? I'm holding myself back because I'm scared. I'm holding myself back because I'm not disciplined enough. I'm holding myself back because I'm not brave enough to go after I want. Okay? You have to have that bravery. You have to have that tenacity. You have to have that resiliency within yourself to go after it, no matter what is going on around you. No matter what is going on around you. For the next thing that I have is to finish what you start, even if it's messy. There's so many things, projects that I start, so many ideas that I have. I'm constantly in my notes app, doing voice memos to myself, constantly writing down things so I don't forget, things I want to execute, because I have so many things that I want to do. When you're a creative, you have so much going on in your head. You can see the littlest thing throughout your day, and that suddenly sparks this huge project that you want to execute. When you have those ideas, act on them, and act on them fast. Don't let it just sit there. You have all these great ideas, use them. You have these great visions, use that. Okay? Because not everybody has good ideas. Not everybody has good visions. And not everybody has this creative spirit that you have. You need to utilize that and use it for your benefit, for yourself. Okay? That is a gift. That's a gift. And a lot of people, we don't really see that as like a gift. We say it's like, oh yeah, I have these ideas and I have these things I want to do, but like whatever. It's not whatever. Okay, there's so many people out here that have such small minds, such small thought processes. They can't see things. They can't see the world the way you see the world. They can't see the beauty in everything like you see the beauty in things. They can't see how you can see this one thing and see how it can be transformed into something else. They don't have that ability, but you do. So you have your job is to use that. That's your responsibility. Not only for yourself, but for the people around you, for your community, for the world. Because there's something that you can do. There's an idea that you could have. There's a project that you could execute that can change someone's life, that can change someone's thought process, that can make someone spark an idea for them to create something else. Okay? It's all a chain reaction. We are all one. And when you realize that sometimes your ideas, your dreams, your visions are bigger than you, that drives you. That drives you. Because as humans, we don't want to be selfish. We don't want to be self-absorbed. We're so much more likely to go out there and do something for someone else versus ourselves. So if that's what's going to drive you, let it drive you. Let it drive you that this vision, this project that I want to execute, it could change someone's life. It could help someone see themselves in a different way. It could spread love. It could spread hope. It could spread information. It could help someone's life become better. It could give me the resources to help others. Really think about things, because think about all the different projects and all the different visions that have been executed in the world today. The smartphone. Everybody has a smartphone, and now, because there's a smartphone, so many people have built careers, lives. They're more connected to the world. They're more connected to other people, their community. They can stay in touch with their loved ones now. That once was a vision. That once was a dream. That once was a project. And now it's here. Now it's executed. And it's changed other people's lives. It's bigger than them. It's bigger than one person creating something. It's about the chain reaction. Okay, so really, don't downplay your ideas. Don't downplay your visions, your inventions, or what you think you can add to the world, because you never know. You never know. And the fact that you're not giving it a chance, and you're not even allowing yourself to sow that seed, is a disservice to not only you, but everyone. You're doing a disservice to everybody, because you don't know. You don't know what the universe, what God, whatever you believe in has in store for you in your life. What kind of blessing, what kind of anointing you could have onto someone else's life, onto yourself, onto your future family, onto your generations to come. You never know, okay? And that's why I get so passionate about people going after what they want, because you have to really just believe in yourself. You have to really believe in yourself and go after it, because you don't know. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you're not going to feel like it, but you don't feel like doing a lot of things. Do you feel like getting up for your job every day? No, but you still go and do it. So why would you not do that for yourself? Why would you not do that for something that you want to do? Why would you not do that for something that you're passionate about? Keep the same energy up for you. Keep the same energy up that you have for your job, your friends, your family. You should be giving that back to yourself tenfold. Every day, all the time, because you are worth it. And you matter. Okay? I know I went on like a real little rant there, but like, you matter. Your ideas matter. How you show up in the world and how you express yourself, that means something. Don't put yourself down. Don't belittle yourself just because there's other people in the world doing amazing things. That takes away nothing from you and how you see things and what you execute. Because everyone is different. Everyone has their own minds, and everybody's going to see things in a different way. Okay? What you bring to the table is something completely different, and that's beautiful. Really, just like, you know, like that has value in it. Don't make yourself feel like you're not worthy. Like nobody, like you don't need to be seen. Like you don't have anything to add, because that's just not reality. Don't cut yourself short just because you're afraid of the journey, just because you're afraid of executing. Go through the trials and tribulations to get to where you want to be. Don't cut yourself off right before the breakthrough. Don't self-sabotage yourself. Okay? Because there are people out there rooting for you. And the more you go along your journey, there's going to be more people out there rooting for you. And even if you don't see it, and even if you don't hear it right now, people are going to be clapping for you. People want you to win. I know all the time we're like, oh, my haters, my haters, my haters. People love you too. Even if they're not verbally expressing it, even if they're not saying it, even if it's just a stranger down the street, you can feel the energy, you can feel the aura of someone when you know that they have something to add to a space, when you know that they're a valuable person, when you know that they have something to say, when you know that they're creative, when you know that you just know. You just know when you're around certain people, you just know. Okay? And you're one of those ones. So stop acting like you're not. Stop acting like you're not. Okay? Notice your exit habits. Stop overthinking and having these like rest days or having these like self-care days. Don't mask you avoiding the work as you taking care of yourself, as you having a self-care day, as you taking a rest break. Okay? Because all you're doing is avoiding doing the work. All you're doing is avoiding owning up to what you said you were going to do. All you're doing is slowing yourself down and holding yourself back. You should be failing over and over and over again. You know how many times it takes for you to fail before you succeed? Many times. And you have to be willing to constantly be failing. And you're not failing fast enough because you keep holding yourself back and you keep wiring your brain to make you think that you can just like take a day off. You can take days off, but like really realize why you're taking this time off. Are you taking this time off because you really need a rest? Are you taking this time off because you're scared? Are you taking this time off because you're trying to avoid something? Are you taking this time off because you're scared, because you don't really know what to do, because you're not ready yet, because blah, blah, blah? Because things are always going to be coming up. Things are always going to be coming up. You're going to be tired. You're going to be sick. You're going to need to help your friend out. Your car's going to break down. You're going to need to find somewhere to stay. Things are going to happen. Are you going to allow yourself to just completely write off your dreams, your hopes, your visions just because of that? No. Life is going to be hard. Life is hard, but life is also what you make it. Life is also what you make of it. If you let a situation hold you back and drag you down, it's going to hold you back and drag you down. Or you can persevere and push through it and still keep going out on the other side. There's nothing wrong with taking a break, but if you're taking a break and it's keep going and going and going, and then you never get back to what you were supposed to be doing, that's not really a break. That's you just throwing in the towel. That's you self-sabotaging. That's you holding yourself back. Okay? You can take a break after you do some work. After you grind it out a little bit, after you do a little hustling, okay? Because you're really not as tired as you think that you are. You're really not. If you have the energy to get up and go to your job, you have the energy to work on yourself, to make yourself better, to go after what you want. Like, really hold that self in such a high regard. Because I really think that we don't. We think so much about going out with our friends, going to work. All these things are like above anything that we could ever want for ourselves. No, I will never subscribe to that idea. No. The next one I have is detach from needing validation mid-process. anytime that you feel like you need applause, anytime you feel like you need a pat on the back for the work that you're doing, you're already holding yourself back and you're already in a bad mindset. You should never feel like you need outside validation to keep going in what you're doing. Because if that's the case, you will not succeed. Like, I'm just gonna say it, like, if you need people to be there out there loudly supporting you, to telling you to keep going, to motivating you, you are not going to make it. You have to be okay with having no support, thinking that you can do it, and still doing the work and still going forward, still pushing through. Because people aren't going to. They're not. People are living their own lives. They have their own things going on. They're not going to be there clapping for you every day. Even if they're not a hater, even if they still believe in you, they're not going to be out there pushing you to like do what you need to do. That's your job. That's on you. You control your own reality. You control your own actions. And if you're not doing the work, it's not going to get done. You don't need someone clapping for you. You don't need people to believe in you. You don't. When I was going through any kind of hard time in my life, any kind of journey where I feel like I really need a push, I really just need someone to tell me it's going to be okay, I really just need someone to like tell me that I got it, that I'm on the right path, to just keep going. You know what I do? I look up motivational videos and I watch those videos until I feel like I have the right mindset again to keep pushing through. Because it's not going to always come from family, from friends, from people in your physical reality to be there clapping for you and telling you to keep going. Sometimes you just need that little push, and that's okay. But know that that's not a guarantee, and that's not going to happen. Majority of the time, you're not going to have a support group. You're not going to have people that you can bounce ideas off of. This is your journey, and your journey alone. Okay? Your journey alone. That means you have the responsibility to push yourself through, to motivate yourself, to clap for yourself. If you don't think you can do it, why should anybody else think that you can do it? If you don't push yourself, if you don't feel motivated in yourself, if you're not disciplining yourself, it's not going to happen. You have to do it for you. You have to do it for you. The same way your happiness is dependent on you, is the same way that your motivation and the way that you live your life is going to be dependent on you. This is your life. All the actions that you're taking, the way you speak to yourself, the way you carry yourself, that matters. It's not anyone else's responsibility. So don't be out there saying, oh, it's because my haters, it's because my friends don't support me, it's because my family doesn't support me, it's because they don't see my vision, it's because they don't understand. They're not gonna understand, and they don't need to see your vision. They don't see your vision, who cares? You think that all these people out there that have made it, that their friends and their family were out there clapping and supporting them and saw their vision and saw where they were coming from the whole time? No. But they still kept going. They still kept going. And you have to too. The next thing and the last thing that I have is to do the next uncomfortable action immediately. Immediately. If you're scared of speaking, if you're scared of showing out yourself, if you're scared of being seen, if you're scared of trying, if you're scared of going to the gym, if you're scared of meeting new friends, if you're scared of meeting new people, if you're scared of like whatever, applying for the job, that's the thing that you need to do immediately, right now. As soon as you think in your head of something that is uncomfortable, do it. Because then it won't be so uncomfortable. You will take away that power that it has over you. It no longer will become this big fear, this big thing that is weighing you down. Because when you have those fears, you start to think that you're just trapped in it. You start to think of that as your identity, of that as your reality, when it's not. You're making it that way. You're telling yourself you're not a good speaker, so you're not going to be a good speaker because you're not even trying. You're not putting yourself in positions to where you can work on your speaking skills. You're not going to find your partner because you don't even believe in yourself. You're not confident in yourself. You don't think that you're worthy of a good partner, and you're not putting yourself in positions to find a good partner. Once you take away the power that these things hold over you, you will get to success so much faster. You're self-sabotaging yourself because you're putting these things on a pedestal and you're thinking that they have power over you. Nothing has power over you unless you allow it to have power over you. Nothing has power over you unless you allow for it to have power over you. If it has power over your emotions, if it has power over how you carry yourself, how you think about yourself, how you move through life, that is you. That is you doing that. No one is making that happen. No thing, no person can can take away what you have unless you let it. Okay? So let's, in 2026, please stop self-sabotaging yourself. Please go after what it is that you want out of life, and keep going, because this is the one life that you have. Don't let another year pass you by and it be full of regret and you thinking that you coulda, shoulda, woulda. Let's do it now. Let's do it today. Okay? I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching another video with me, and I hope to see you again soon. Have a good night, day, whatever it is for you, and I will see you guys later. Bye, my friends.